quite amazing coming from a pen on a piece of paper and here with SSL desk. It's quite amazing really to think about that transition from a kid to here now. Probably after writing and producing my first track and hearing it mixed and the final product, and I heard it and I was like, wow. That's when I realised what I wanted to do with my life, and I have done, and here I am today, and I love every minute of it. It's been a hard, rocky road, but this is definitely what I want to do. Rush up your lighter, put up your camera. Rush up your lighter, put up your camera.
All I know is I know that it makes me shine. You're never gonna get me down. I think I see my name in your bright white lights. Don't you ever let me down. Do what you do.
Just life really, how I felt. It was just anything. The darker side of life really influenced me, because when I'm happy I don't really write. So kind of I got quite into sort of when I was depressed or down. My early stuff is so dark. It really is.
Sometimes I gotta get away, escape the pain deep inside. I'm trying to lose to free up my mind. Inside my great wings are falling, spiraling down and down and down and down. I wanna get away, run away, just fly away.
I got into music industry about 10 years ago, and it started out just writing poetry and stuff like that, listening to things, all the early electro. I was quite into breakdance, graffiti, that kind of urban hip hop culture style of things as a kid growing up. Breakdance, the movie, Beat Street, and just kind of first real inspiration to write probably Tupac's early stuff, because I felt that he could be an artist and have that whole image of, you know, thuggery or whatever he was into, this thug life stuff, but also he had a big heart, and you know, did Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama, so he's the first real hard rap artist to write something relative that I could sort of relate to a little bit. So I started writing down, and I just felt it was like a form of therapy, just to get everything out. I just put it down on paper, and then it just turned to rhymes into rap. And started out from there really, and then I was paying producers to do beats for me at quite a young age, and they weren't really panning out what I wanted, so I started trying to produce myself. So I bought a little MC505 at Roland, it's called a Groove Box, and it's kind of an internal studio really, and I just started making beats myself, and then from then on it just progressed to today.
With me now through the doors, with me now fire. It's out of control, I let the story. Taking riches out to paradise. Conscious is clear, I'ma live my life.
The Alonestar logo. It's interesting, a good question actually, because a lot of people ask that. It was originally Alonestar, which I still have tattooed on my neck. I haven't got the A for it yet. But I wanted to design kind of like I was watching the film Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, and the end credits were very scratchy, and it was very jigged and kind of jagged and kind of scratched in metal kind of thing. So that gave me the idea, and Alonestar just popped into my head one day, and it was kind of, I was doing everything by myself, so I was producing, writing, rapping, trying to sing, everything. And yeah, I just got a designer called Khalil from Trinidad to give it a go, and he tried to get my name registered for .co.uk, and there's already a band out there called Alonestar, which is from Texas, like a rock band, quite big in America, so I couldn't use that name, and he just thought putting a silent A in it, that's why it's not a capital, it's kind of like a silent A. So, but then everyone started calling me Alonestar, and it went from there. It was originally Alonestar with a silent A just to get past that thing, but and then he kind of did this kind of scratched in metal effect, and that was it. It's right here.
Man's heart isn't measured by his money, but how much love he gives, how rich his heart is. So why'd you always tell me I'll amount to nothing? Sometimes I sit and pray I'll amount to something. I'm so tired of your comments about wealth. When dissing me, you're dissing Skylar as well.
Skylar, massively. I've written so many songs about her. That's a song, Skylar Rain, which I shot a video to in East London a few years back, and yeah, that was kind of to do with the breakup of my marriage and having a daughter, and her being ultimately taken away by her mother. She went to Trinidad and never came back, so that kind of sparked another song, and that just went on and on. I keep writing about her. But also I've got a lot of nice, good songs with her. I've just got one on my new EP about Skylar called Skylar's Lullaby, which is going to be coming out in the summer on my new EP, so I'm real proud of that one, and that's for her. Special song for her.
We're all together in this life so vast, born human first before race, creed, colour or class.
I've always been very kind of spiritual minded. My parents are hippies, I guess. Kind of, it was instilled in me quite a young age. I was always taught to think for myself. They never pushed any religion or spiritual belief on me. I just made up my own mind and just kind of grew up in that kind of environment. My dad's Irish, so you know, that was kind of ultimately Catholic raised. So I've got my rosary tattoo here, Mary and Jesus on it with my Catholic guild. But I would say I'm a spiritual Christian, if anything. Just that's what I've been brought up as. But you know, I meditate, I like yoga, I like healthy eating. I like partying too and eating rubbish and drinking and stuff also. But yeah, I just think I'm reading a book at the moment called Success in Stillness by Russell Simmons, who started Jethro Sheeran, and it's awesome. It's about meditation and kind of, it really helps you kind of relax, and it ultimately makes you happy basically. It calms you down, and all the success that he's had has come through his meditation. It's only 20 minutes a day, and I found that has really helped me, and spiritually definitely. But a lot of my music is quite spiritual. I'd say it's spiritual hip hop, if anything. Probably after writing and producing my first track and hearing it mixed as the final product, and I heard it and I was like, wow, that is incredible. I vented all my angst and inner dark secrets, and it was kind of venting my insecurities and all my fears and what have you, and put it down on paper, and just to hear it back and then have other people listen to it. And it's still to this day, if I could save one life through my music, I get a lot of tweets about girls, you know, it's helped them through times of this or that, and you know, suicide people, self-harmers and things like that, so people can relate to it. Native Americans, the people that have lost kids to the war in Iraq and everything, and all over the world. So that it just helping people through music, and also myself, and listening back to my work through that, there's nothing like it. I think music is just like about the spirit to me. It's such a powerful thing. I've never felt such emotion from listening to music ever in anything. You know how you watch a movie and it'll make you cry, you watch it again with the sound off. It's just you're watching. Music plays a big part in my life, and I've always kind of gravitated towards things like strings and haunting sounds, music that does pull out emotion, not pop kind of dum-dum kind of music and just your typical. I've always kind of gravitated towards, yeah, real music basically. I'm trying to save the world basically, best I can, one day at a time. They're amazing. I mean, they really support me. They buy my music, they share my music, they share my videos, they post up on all of their social networks, they send me all sorts of stuff through the post, really nice letters, like I was saying before, from all sorts of different ages, grannies, kids that are like 12, from America. It's really growing in America at the moment. Got some amazing fans out there that I really love to bits, that talk regularly on social network stuff. I really am quite you know, I interact with them as much as possible, because they kind of ultimately determine your career. Your fans are what who support you and buy your albums, and your merchandise, come to your gigs and things like that. So I think, you know, I love them to bits.
I'm staying real to myself, Alonestar. Hands in the sky, let the music vibe now, throw it up higher, raise it up. The wheel around, move the rhythm up and down, scream it out louder, raise them up. Hands in the sky, let the music vibe.
If you just keep working and grinding, it's something you love, then you never have to work a day in your life. It's not a job. I mean, to me, coming to the studio, I love doing it. It's not like I'm working. You know, it's not like you're a dustbin man, you're doing it just to get money. Do you know what I mean? It's just, that's a side effect from it. And also, ultimately, it's about how you feel. It's about enjoying that journey as well. Enjoying, you know, as soon as you hit success, you haven't got 2 minutes to think. Like, bam, it's like out there, and you just go. I've seen it happen to Ed, and it's just and when Blue were smashing it, they were just like, whoa, 2 years is just gone, working every single day. They're tired, they're on tour, they're just getting pulled here, there and everywhere. And when they look back, and I spoke to them both, they look back to the days when, you know, it was through their music, their art, that ultimately, you know, it was when they were first coming up, and they look back and cherish, because those times are to be cherished, I think. Because it's a journey, and you've got to enjoy it all the way, not just strive for 10 years and be pissed off that you haven't made it, because when you do make it, it's no, you know, you just got a bit more money, a few more fans, and more problems. More money, more problems, that's what he says. So yeah, I think just keep going, keep working hard. That's the main thing, is work hard. And most people think that you've just made it, you know, because you come out of nowhere, but the Beatles didn't. They got turned down by every single record label, I think, in Britain. That's why they went to Hamburg. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, they didn't. They definitely got turned down, and that's the Beatles, the biggest, you know, bands ever. So, you know, just like Ed was doing. You know, I saw him doing it since he was 14, and you know, he's 23 now, and he's only been smashing it for a couple of years. He didn't get signed for 12 years, and he's been grinding every day, done 1,000 gigs in 1 year, sort of thing. That's like 3 a day. So yeah, keep working, keep grinding, and do your thing, man.
It will only get harder. Long nights and the days get darker. Death hits like a runaway train, so we just pick ourselves up and then we do it again.